why does Islam place strong emphasis on proper manners, adab? Well, it's very simple, isn't it? Because proper manners is the way you get the best things. It's the way, um, I mean, even between people, it's the way you fix things, isn't it? If you look at people who have problematic family dynamics, dynamics and toxic dynamics, bad relationships, is because they're lacking the prophetic adab. They're lacking the Prophet's way of speaking to people, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The way he would address people, he would always address them with the name most dear to them. You think someone, how do you think a relationship would go? Like, imagine a father yelling at his daughter, shouting at his daughter or his son, swearing at them, calling them insulting names. Instead of saying that, he said, if the father said, putter, or, my dear child, my dear boy, my lovely daughter, just something like this. What impact is that going to have on the relationship? People want to be loved by their loved ones. And so adab and adab, I prefer the term akhlaq, right? Because sometimes people think, no, you have to have this code of conduct. If not, then, you're going to get a whack, or you deserve a whack. And then in the name of adab, they sacrifice mercy. And mercy gets thrown out the window, and kindness gets thrown out the window. Why? Because people are not conforming to a particular adab. Right? So no, akhlaq, that's a better term. And akhlaq contains mercy, it contains gentleness, it contains kindness. And so the prophetic akhlaq, if they're missing, you're going to find a lot of good missing. And if they're there, you're going to find a lot of good there, wherever it is. Even if there isn't much in terms of material things, but it's like a relationship, a family dynamic where the prophetic akhlaq are, significant and, understood and applied, you'll see that these relationships thrive. And, I've seen a number of people who have grown up in difficult family dynamics. And the ibadah there for these people is to change the system, is to break the cycle. For example, someone who grew up getting verbally abused by their parents should not verbally abuse their children, should learn to, not be critical, not be abusive. Parents who are just overly critical damage their child. Either they make their child a perfectionist, and then the child just keeps, second guessing everything, and, or they just end up, putting all these limitations on the mind of the child. So they think, I'll never be good at anything, I'll never succeed, I'll never be loved, I'll never. And so it's horrible. So, break the cycle. If you're someone whose parents beat them, don't hit your children. Learn how to have a relationship with them where you don't do this. And so, breaking this cycle, that is where you'll find the prophetic akhlaq to be instrumental and key, and that's where the benefit is.
La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.